Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a single thread of steel wrapping around our planet not once, not twice, but 5 times. It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, doesn't it? But in the United States, this is not fiction. It is a colossal reality. This isn't just a railway network, it is the silent heartbeat of a global superpower. With over 220,000 kilometers of track, the United States owns the largest and most complex rail system on Earth. But simply looking at the numbers doesn't tell the whole story. To truly understand this giant, we have to look at the landscape it conquered. These tracks don't just sit on flat ground. They pierce through the snow-capped Rocky Mountains. They endure the scorching heat of the Mojave Desert, and they bridge massive rivers that divide the continent. Have you ever stood near a track when a freight train passes by? The ground shakes, the air vibrates. It feels like a moving earthquake. That is the sound of the American economy in motion. Think about the phone in your hand right now. Think about the car parked in your garage, or the food on your dinner table tonight. Chances are, a massive freight train carried the raw materials for them across thousands of miles. While we sleep, thousands of these steel giants are moving relentlessly across the country, hauling coal, grain, oil, and machinery. They are the invisible highway that keeps the modern world running. But this engineering marvel didn't appear overnight. Let's rewind the clock to the mid-1800s. Back then, America was divided east and west were like 2 different worlds, separated by dangerous wilderness. But in 1869, everything changed. At Promontory Summit in Utah, a golden spike was driven into the ground, connecting the first Transcontinental Railroad. It was more than just a construction project. It was a revolution. It turned a 6-month dangerous journey into a trip of just a few days. It united a fractured nation and paved the way for the superpower we see today. Even now, over 150 years later, many of those original routes, bridges, and tunnels are still in use. They stand as a testament to the sweat, blood, and engineering brilliance of the past. Now, let's talk about efficiency, because this is where the US rail system truly shines. We often talk about electric cars saving the planet, but the real green revolution has been on the tracks for decades. Imagine this. A single US freight train can carry the same amount of cargo as 280 trucks. Just think about that, 280 fewer trucks clogging the highways, creating traffic, and polluting the air. And the fuel efficiency? It is mind-blowing. With just 1 gallon of fuel, a train can move a ton of cargo for nearly 480 miles. It is an efficiency that no other mode of transport can match. However, there is an interesting contrast here. While the US dominates the world in hauling freight, it lags behind in passenger travel. You won't find the bullet trains of Japan or the high-speed networks of Europe here. American trains are built for power, not for speed. They are the workhorses, not the racehorses. With over 6,000 railway operators, this network is a chaotic yet perfectly orchestrated dance of steel and iron. In the end, the United States stands out with the largest and most expansive rail network ever built. It is vast, it is powerful, and it is timeless. So, the next time you hear the distant whistle of a train in the night, remember this. You are listening to the heartbeat of a nation. The US railway is more than just tracks and trains. It is the iron backbone that built the modern world.